And that's the end of the game. Well, there's something. Look at this pretty thing with its tentacles. Oh, okay. I didn't say you could grab me, but just wanted a hug. Oh, he didn't like it though. He said that was a bad hug. Oh, he seems a little cranky right now. Seems a little cranky. Let's back off. If we can, if it'll allow us. Alright, bye. So if you did not eat the umbilical cords, you would not have this extra boss fight with the moon presence. Oh, we actually didn't get any blood from that fight, huh? The main reason I wanted to back off, not because I was out of my quicksilver and whatnot, but because there's some new stuff we can get. We can... Oh, not here? Oh, am I gonna have to grind? I think I'm gonna have to grind for everything. Yeah, so we can get the burial blade, which is Garaman's weapon, and we can get Garaman's clothes. So, I didn't realize... Well, I mean, I knew that we would have to... I would have to grind anyways. So, before we fight the moon presence, let's deal with that stuff first. What do you have to say about Garaman being dead? Nothing. Nothing new. Alright, so I'll be back once I grind up enough money to buy all that stuff. Alright, here I am. It's me. I'm Garaman now. I got my cool scythe. Yeah, look at it. Radical. So the Garaman set did not have gloves. We're gonna read a bunch. This is gonna be the last bit of reading, so let's hunker down. Hunter attire of Garaman, the first hunter. Created before the workshop existed by making adjustments to everyday clothing, and later became the basis for all hunters' garb. The hunter's emphasis on engaging beasts with speed, and therefore of selecting lightweight attire, no doubt traces back to Garaman's own combat style. Cool. Got his little outfit. The first hunter again, created before the workshop existed by making adjustments to everyday clothes, later became the basis. Hunter's emphasis on engaging beasts with speed. Okay, same exact thing. Probably should have looked at that. Okay, well, see, not a lot to read. Everything's fine. We'll get to that boss. Don't worry about it. Trick weapon wielded by Yharnam, the first hunter, a masterpiece that defined the entire array of weapons crafted at the workshop. Its blade is forged with siderite, said to have fallen from the heavens. Yharnam surely saw the hunt as a dirge of farewell, wishing only that his prey might rest in peace, never again to awaken to another harrowing nightmare. I think, did Sidernite come up with the Blades of Mercy? I want to say it did. Oh yeah, splits in two. This weapon, warped blade, or forged with siderite, or rare mineral of the heavens. Yeah, same kind of thing. I think those are the only times that ever comes up, but I could be wrong. Last thing we have to actually read about though is the badge we got from being Garaman, which let us buy his stuff. I think it's in key items, isn't it? It was the old hunter badge. This hunter badge, crafted in Garaman's time, has no practical purpose except perhaps to assist in romanticizing about the past. The badge was a special privilege for the hunters of the past and should not be dishonored. It should be left in peace unless one is truly prepared to assume the will of those gone before. So this is what we got. I decided to put the blunderbuss on just because that's what Garaman had, but you know, let's maybe not. We will try to fight with this though, with the scythe, for the final boss, because we can't really do anything else with this weapon. So we got slashes, pretty straightforward. We got, it's probably like a charge stab. Oh, just a charge slash actually. Roll into a downward thrust. That's the R2. This is the R1 is an upwards. Backwards R1 is a stab. Backwards R2 is the downward, but like stronger. And then you go, it's about what you'd expect from that. Then you transform into scythe. And then you got slashes, straightforward. You got the charge, which is the same as his, except it doesn't really have as much range, it seems. Oh, that seems painful. I like that. Okay, so that is kind of what he was doing before. That's the backstep R1. That's just a strong slash. And that's kind of the same thing. Uppercut. That goes into the charge still, it looks like. The charge is kind of awkward when you don't charge it up. That's a lot of effort for basically a slash. And then... Yep, what you'd expect from that. Transform. Transform. That's nice. Alright. So this is what we're going to work with. We'll dress up as Yharnam. I like his hat. Actually, we'll use this weapon, but let's pretend, just for a moment, alright? Let's make a little fan fiction for ourselves. We fought Yharnam. He was a tough foe. Everything turned out to work out where we killed him. Terrible. Moonlight Presence shows up, picks us up, knocks off our hat and our weapon, and is like, oh, fuck you, when we blow up because we have the umbilical cords inside of us. So we grab Yharnam's hat and grab his weapon, and then we're ready to roll. Also, I just like the way Yharnam's hat looks with this. I think I like it more than Gascoigne's. Gascoigne's is kind of the same, just a bit, has a longer rim and is kind of leathery. Yharnam's kind of matches with the other stuff, so I think this is fine. I think this is a good setup. Let's go. Final boss. Did you miss me, Moonlight Presence? Oop. Don't stop. Can you not? Moonlight Presence. No. Very rude. Oop, bad dodge. Bad dodge. I got a little greedy there. Moonlight Presence is actually a really easy fight, even though I died like a chump. Kind of what happens when you try to use a weapon you're not used to. Also a good way to say John's when you end up dying. Wasn't my fault, I just don't know how the weapon works. I wanted to try a scythe form because it seems like it would be a lot more fun than the whatchamacallit form, the regular blades. Regular blade seems very close to the Beast Hunter scythe. Oh. Can you not? Okay. This is what I get for Oh no! No, this is an easy fight, guys, I swear. Guys, I swears it. This fight's easy. I'm just getting really greedy with it. Like, I'll tell you exactly what's happening, is that I'm so like, yeah, whatever, this fight's gonna be a cakewalk, that I'm just not trying, and I need to try a little bit more than I am. Just a little bit more. It's a good thing you don't have to fight Yharnam. God damn it. Not doing good at timing that. I timed it okay the first time around. Let me just get behind you for a minute. Okay. Wasn't quite behind enough, I guess. I wanna go for that. Can you not be rude? Okay, bad corner. That was not a good heal. I know that for a fact. Oh, and okay, I'm really shitting the bed here. Seems like just being up in his face is not the option. Maybe just trying to get behind him. Ooh, little jabby jab with his tails. Okay. Let's pretend this is a real fight now. Oh, his tail backhand is... Alright, that is the one-wing angel kind of thing. What was the attack that... Oh, you didn't like that, did you? Alright, that charge was strong, huh? Alright, got greedy with the other charge. The, oh. That was kind of awkward. I don't remember what the attack is called that Sephiroth does in Kingdom Hearts, but the one where it brings you down to 1 health, that's what that was. Kind of easy to deal with because he doesn't, well, that was a waste for me. Well, it's easy to deal with because he doesn't... What is this? I don't know what that was. Shit. Goddamn tail. Alright, let's heal up a minute. It's easy to deal with his one-winged angel attack because he just sits there for a long time and lets you heal or rally if you need to. Also, we can... Oh, I thought we could maybe get a visceral off to be cool, but whatever, we did it. We beat the game. We're the heroes. Nightmare slain. That could have been a bit cooler than it was. Look at all that blood we got. I can't believe I died, what, 3 times? That was embarrassing.
Are you cold? Oh, good hunter.
Oh my god, we became a slugoo. So because we ate the umbilical cords, we became a great one, which is kind of what everyone wanted. I don't know if that's really what I wanted. So I mentioned that there were, I think I kind of said where each other ending was. The first ending where you just let Gurman kill you. You just kind of wake up in Yharnam when it's daylight. Based on what he said, that's when you obviously don't remember anything that happened and you get to live a life of bliss. Realistically, that's the easiest ending to get, and that seems like the happiest, at least for you. I mean, like, with the whole Lovecraftian thing, isn't a life of, like, ignorance the best blessing you can have? Since, Lovecraftian monsters just kind of screw you up. In the second ending, you kill Gurman. Moonlight Presence shows up and gives you a big old hug. After that hug, you end up seeing yourself in the same wheelchair that Gurman was in, and you end up taking his place as the curator of the Hunter's Dream, I guess. Not a great ending, but at least you get to hang out with Doll Waifu. That's good, right? And then you need to eat the umbilical cords, because then I guess it makes it so that the Moon Presence can't make you into the curator of the Hunter's Dream. So it makes him really mad and he attacks you. Because he's like, no, you can't be a great one, fuck you. You beat him and then I guess you just turn into a slug. And I guess you probably would take his place, right? I don't know. I don't know how the great ones work. You can't talk to them, they're very mean to you, so it doesn't work out that way. But yeah, we did it. We beat Bloodborne. Took me like a year and a half maybe. A little too crazy. Shouldn't have taken that long break that I did. But it worked out. Over 200 deaths. Not a fan of that, but it's what we have. Look at all those voices for all those characters. Are those voices? I actually didn't see what those were. I would assume so. Unless if they were people that worked on the design of each character. Girl and older sister. But yeah. I like this music box rendition here. I think... Was this the one from the actual music box for Father Gascoigne? I'm not positive. Oh, and there's the credits for the DLC too. Nice. I love Bloodborne. I mentioned it long ago, but it's my first Souls game. And it's really great. Look up Baneful Chanters. It's really great. I love how fast-paced it is, which is why I'm still kind of hesitant to even play Dark Souls. Because I'm not really a fan of how slow-paced those games look, and I'm not a fan of the medieval aesthetic. The whole Victorian Lovecraft thing is just very nice and cool. And I'm glad that PlayStation has one good Victorian werewolf game, because I heard the other one wasn't so good. We can just pretend the other one doesn't exist. I liked a lot. I'm only comparing from what I know of Dark Souls, but I like how each weapon is very different and special. I know it kind of sucks that there's not a lot of weapons per se, although the DLC kind of fixes that by just throwing a bunch of weapons at you. But I think the fact that they are very varied, is nice. Where, like, when I see Dark Souls, it seems like you just have your weapon types, and some of them might be good for certain builds, and some might not be. Like, every great sword's gonna be a great sword, it looks like. I could be wrong. Like I said, I never played them. Maybe one day I will, but not anytime soon. I hear there's a new FromSoft game called Sekiro coming out. Maybe I'll play that. The trick weapon thing is really cool too. I definitely didn't take good advantage of it, because I never really transformed in the middle of combat, even though it would have kind of helped to vary my moves. Probably why I die a bunch to the player characters that invaded me, because I wasn't able to really switch things up. It's great. Bloodborne's great. Still great even after the second time playing it. Noticeable problems were still there. Sometimes the camera got wonky. It didn't bother me too much in most scenarios. I think it's funny that when you like look over railings, you can see that the environment is very low detailed compared to like everything else. It's really apparent because of how detailed the environment is outside of that. Because there's a lot to take in. And there's a lot of stuff that I missed. Like, I could have really been looking at a lot of those bodies buried in the buildings in Yharnam. And it's kind of fun too. The one thing I like about Dark Souls that I know about it, and that shows up in Bloodborne 2, is how the maps connect to each other. Like, you obviously have each zone, but you can... It's, accurate, I guess is what I want to say. Like, if you look down and see, even if it's not actually the, old Yharnam, you can look down from one of the bridges in Yharnam and see, like, a general look of what the area looked like. And that's really cool. And that is actually where that would be located. Those credits were a lot shorter than I thought they'd be. Well, I'm not complaining. Like, if you look up a map of all of Bloodborne, like all of Yharnam, it all connects, like, perfectly, and that's really cool. I mean, obviously, there's the, like, places in the dreams, like the nightmares and whatnot, but, like, everything else connects very nicely. Hey, look, we're back at the beginning. Oh my goodness, New Game Plus, that's crazy. Who would want to do that? Look, I'm dressed though.
Whatever happens,
I'm dressed in my sexy outfit. I say sexy, it's not that sexy. It's actually a little lumpy. I don't know how sexy crow feathers on their back are. But yeah, I loved the game when I first played it. I still love it the second time around. Bloodborne's great.